Hey friends, Greg here at the Pennywise Guys. We just finished installing a mini split air conditioner on this RV. I have a number of videos showing the whole process, but today we're going to focus on the cabinets that we had to remove and rebuild to make room for the evaporator unit inside this trailer. Let's get started. Well, on the interior side of the installation of the mini split, the only location that is really suitable would be right here, okay, with where this cabinet is. There is no other place other than the bedroom that would give us a good install location. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and modify the cabinet up here and put the unit right in this section here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this cabinet apart. We'll install the inside unit right in the middle here above this window, and then I will modify the cabinetry to go on either side of it with probably just one door on each side. Okay, to start taking this apart, you're going to need a few things. One is an impact with a Phillips bit and a pry bar, hammer, and a couple screwdrivers. So we'll go ahead and get started. We'll remove the doors first. Okay, try not to lose the screws. We lost that one. We'll find it later. Go ahead and take the doors off, and then I'll just show you the process to take this thing apart. After removing the four doors, we're going to carefully take out these panels here. We're going to reuse all the material to rebuild the cabinets to be able to go back with it. We're going to go to about here and then go back with the trim and the panel. So I want to save all the material as possible. So just take a hammer. These panels are stapled onto the frame. So just lightly give them loosen up a little bit here. Okay. All right, loosen it up a little bit. Take a screwdriver and start to wedge the panels off here without breaking it. I'm going to try to do it here. Maybe let's try it this way. Bear with me. This is learning. Okay, we'll take near the pry bar on this side. We're just trying to, without breaking the material. It's going to be a little bit, we're tearing the screws through it, so that'll be hidden. We'll go ahead and reuse it. There we go. Okay. We'll use it as much as we can. If we'll have to do some touch-up staining or whatever we have to do to make it look right. Okay. There's wiring for this light behind here, so we're going to slip it out and we're going to disconnect the light, and we're going to have to do something with the wiring because that comes down through the ceiling and that now will be seen. So, and we're not going to have the light there anymore, so I'm going to have to terminate it and then patch the ceiling as best I can. We'll figure that out as we go here. Alright. Okay, we're getting there. Let's pound a little bit here, just to knock those staples loose a little bit there. Let's see if we can get it from the inside out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I think I've got that loose. The wires are behind it, so I'm going to have to slide it out this way. Okay, there's that. And we'll reuse this. you know, the edges are broken up, but we're going to have it behind the trim and re-staple or screw it. So that's not, we just want to keep the main area here in good shape. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and remove this light and get the wiring out of the way. And I'll do the same to the side panels here. I'll just get all the side panels off. We're going to have to take these pieces out so we can get these bottom and top board out. We'll deal with the live electrical. I'll turn the breaker off, undo the electrical. We'll have to cap this off up here and finish that off because that's not going to be needed anymore. We're not going to use that light anymore. To get these out, there are screws behind here, 2 screws top and bottom, and they are a square drive screw. So if you have a square bit, I'm not sure what size this one is, but this is the bit. You have to just get some square drives and try it. It's not a Phillips. And so I have a flexible adapter so I can actually get in there and get those. If I can, I may have to get up and look. Okay, let's get a ladder, a chair, a stool or something. Okay, that's better if you can see what you're doing here. Let's see. There it is. Okay, that's one. It's nice to have the flexible shaft here, extension. If you don't have it, you might be able to get your impact in there to drive them out, but it's nice to have that drive, flexible drive extension. Just gotta find the opening here. I got 3 out. Let me spin it a little bit here. Just having a stubborn time getting that one. Okay, that one's not going to come out, so I'm just going to break it out. I only need 2 of these. I'm not going to need the 4. Well, actually, I'll need 4, but you'll see what I mean when I put it back together. So I'm just going to twist this to where it comes out. Okay, I can salvage that piece. There's that screw that was kind of stubborn. Now I can get it out. Okay, now you've got these corrugated staples. Get yourself a pair of vice grips, grab it there, and it slipped off there. Okay, let's tighten her up a little bit. Okay, get it tightened up to where it won't slip off, and then hammer it out in that way. These are corrugated staples. They staple from the back and they put the screws in. I think the staple is not going to be needed for reapplying, but all right, there we go. That one actually broke off in there. That wasn't going to come out very well. I'm just going to take this piece and break it off so no one gets cut, so it's not going to cut anybody. Okay, I'm going to continue down the line and then I'll show you the next part. Hey, real quick here, the trick is to get all 4 screws out and then take your hammer and just lightly tap it out and it comes right off. Then you can take your vice grips, lock it onto that corrugated staple and pound them out. This one over here I showed you, I had that 1 screw in there and I had to just twist it out and it kind of cracked it. But if you can take all 4 screws out, it's worthwhile. Then you just lightly tap it, comes right out, and the pieces come out perfectly fine, no cracks, no breaks. That's preferable. I have one that I can repair, but if you don't have to repair it, great. Next step is I disconnected the light here to show me what I need to do with the wiring, but I'm going to go ahead and remove this top panel first. And now it's just a simple, Phillips screws. I think on most cases, just start taking the screws out to hold this panel in. Just down the line. They're real short screws. And we'll take this panel out, and we'll take the bottom panel out after we get the top panel out of here. Okay. And if you're needing a chair, grab a chair. Oh, here we are. They're missing a screw for some reason right there. Missing a screw. That's okay. Just take them out, whatever you find. Okay. Get that one and one down here. Okay. See if you can grab it here. Get all the screws out. Let me grab all these screws so don't go dumping in there. Let me just grab them real quick here. Might as well save all the hardware we can. I'll get a baggie and put all that hardware away so when I go to install, I've got all the screws I'm going to need. Alright, now let's go ahead and see if we can pull this out without. There we go. Okay. Well, this is a surprise. This is where they ran all their wiring, and the speakers, the stereo system, the whole thing. So my dad does not use the stereo system, so we can remove the speakers. Now he's going to flex this out here on this side, flex it, and get it to come on out without hurting anything. Like I said, we're going to reuse this material. We'll have plenty of material to use. Okay, go ahead and set this outside for a minute. Okay. Alright, we got a mess of wires in here. We got the light wire going in. It's split off going to, it continues to run through here to probably these lights down here. So I'm going to have to redo this wiring because I want to keep these lights, and the cabinet's going to be here. I'm just going to have to run these wires that come out of here, because now the ceiling, which has the same texture, which is good, is going to have to be routed over inside this cabinet and down. So I'll have to turn off the breaker and either lengthen the wires, what I need to do, and run it inside that cavity, punch a hole, come down inside this cavity here. That's what I've got to do. So, see all these wires I got to deal with, and speakers. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and start getting this breaker shut off and getting this wiring ready to come out. All right, one more little trick here. These wires go through the wood trim, the 1x2, and it goes through, and you can't take this piece out without breaking through the top of it. So I just used my Dremel tool with a sanding drum and just went right through it. I don't want to get the wires, so I didn't want to use my saw because I could get the wires all cut up. So this is a little more controllable. You just sand it right through the wood and get it a big enough groove that these wires then will pop out when you pull this piece out, okay? So that's going to be done on both sides, and then the wires should then pop out when you remove this bottom piece. I pray that you are blessed and that you know Him who is the author of life.